everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's the Relatable with Bisola. Today I'm going to be responding to feedback that I received from my previous video, how to identify red flags in marriage. A man in our community sent in his opinion saying, and I quote, "Sometimes it's ladies' unpalatable attitude/character that encourage some men to spend quality time outside their home with folks or side chicks." I want to appreciate you for sending in your opinion because it helped generate today's topic. However, I must categorically state it that spending quality time outside the home with side chicks or side cocks is all shades of wrong. Okay? Infidelity shouldn't even occur in relationship, talk more of marriage. And now jumping in straight into today's topic is how to make your spouse spend quality time with you at home. Alright? Spending quality time with one spouse helps strengthen the marriage. Here are a few strategies. At number one is express admiration for your spouse. Getting your spouse to spend quality time with you can be achieved by constantly praising him or her. Having seen kings and queens being praised, one must acknowledge that it begets respect, confidence, acceptance, joy, and inclusive leadership. Yes, your spouse is the king or queen in your home. Let his reign be filled with happiness, respect, acceptance, etc. Praising your spouse shouldn't be done on special occasions such as wedding anniversaries or birthdays even. This should be done as often as possible. For example, "O son of Babatunde, the one who has shown me the true meaning of love. The king who admits to errors even when he's clearly not at fault, so peace could reign in his household. The crown who stands firm even in the face of danger, protecting his own. May your days be filled with health, wealth, and legacies even after you've gone." The essence of praising your spouse is to reignite the confidence in yearning to always come home to you, knowing fully well that even when mistakes are made, he or she will not be nagged at. And at number two is reward or punishment. Reward. Inasmuch as it is difficult to constantly reward a spouse who deliberately does wrong, I must acknowledge that punishing them either wouldn't yield the desired results. We must all learn to pat our spouse at the back, okay? Because reward motivates, while punishment demoralizes an adult. For example, your spouse comes home all day and then he arrives home all tired. Okay, despite the fact that he arrives as late as possible, the most welcoming statement to make is, for example, "Darling, you've been out all day. I hope your day wasn't so hectic and tiring." Okay, you and I know that a spouse who arrived at 11 p.m. didn't arrive early, but it's the most welcoming statement to make. Acknowledge that your spouse is trying, and then reward him or her with a book or a special meal. And at number three is talk less about challenges in your marriage. Create fun and memorable time together. Like my people say, sincerely, problem no dey finish for this life. So I beg, try to enjoy the life small. Do not overwhelm your spouse with issues and challenges in your marriage, such that all your conversations are centered around it. For example, your spouse comes in, probably he's been out for a while, and then he comes in. As soon as he gets in, you're like, "Babe, you won't believe it. Do you know the gen got bad? While I was trying to fix it, we ran out of units in the meter." And while you're still on that, you go on to say, "You won't believe it. While I was at it, God just fell from the rocker and spinned her leg. I had to quickly rush her to the hospital. As soon as we arrived, guess what? The kitchen was all filled with water. While I was even doing that, I slipped and injured my leg. Take a look. Can you see my leg? I'm injured." You haven't even finished that, and then you follow it up with the next statement that says, "Darling, the school just called to remind us to pay the remaining fees of the kids." And in less than 2 to 3 minutes, you have listed 8 to 10 problems in your marriage. Sincerely, your spouse has been out there trying to solve issues and challenges at the office. Coming home to continue to solve issues shouldn't arise almost immediately. I'm not saying he or she shouldn't take responsibility. No, that's not the point. The point is the home should be a safe haven. Remember, no one likes to come home to unpleasant news and information. Alright? Now, sincerely, I must state it here at this point that when we all begin our relationship or marriages, We put in all the effort. We go the extra mile. But as soon as the marriage begins to flourish, then we back down. Or sometimes we get carried away by side projects, businesses, and like that man rightly said, sometimes side chicks and side cocks. The truth is, there will be no substitute for quality time spent together. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and do remember to share with your family and friends. Alright, at this point, I want to say a big shout out to everyone who has been watching and subscribing. I appreciate you all. If you're new here, kindly do subscribe, okay? And join the family. Thank you and see you next week.